Oi oi petrol sniffers, it's Dave. Here to make sure you don't accidentally turn your ass into a Guy Fawkes tribute while listening to today's show. Number 1, if you're storing fuel in anything designed to hold Lucozade, you're basically building a Molotov cocktail collection. Now just stop it. Number 2, there's more swearing in this episode than there is diesel in your neighbour's stolen generator. If the kids are in earshot, distract them with crayons or a game of Find the Cancel Tax Bill. Number 3, nothing in this podcast counts as actual fire safety advice. If you want that, ask the fire brigade. Your uncle who's still got eyebrows, or literally anyone not nicknamed FlintFoot. Right, let's get on with it. Dougie's about to chat to a bloke who powers his home with spuds. Today's show is sponsored by Stand Safe Storage Solutions. Because keeping your fuel in a lockable shed is cheaper than rebuilding your garage after you've blown it to kingdom come. Now let's start. Episode 5. Fuel Me Once, Generators, Gassers, and the Great Petrol Panic. Now let's run the music.
Welcome to PrepperPrepper FM, broadcasting live from the middle of nowhere with nothing but a whiskey, a dodgy microphone, and far too much free time. This is the show where sarcasm is currency, duct tape is gold, and your host is, well, Dougie. So get comfy and lower your expectations, because here comes another half hour of whatever this is supposed to be.
Welcome back to PrepperPrepper FM, the only live radio show legally classified as an urban fire hazard with commentary. Fuel chat in a minute. But first, if you've had a power win, a fireball incident, or built something that should be illegal, email properprepperfm@radiomail.uk or call 07555111000. Bonus points if it still works. I'm Dougie MacPrep, ex-electrician, current opinion terrorist, and the bloke you saw shouting at a hedge during the fuel crisis. It was a petrol station queue. I regret nothing. This week's topic is the backbone of all prepping plans. Fuel, that glorious, flammable lifeblood of chaos. Without it, your bug-up vehicle's just a shed on wheels, and your camp stove is a really shit paperweight. I'll start tonight with my mini tip for the day, the Great Jerry Can Uprising. Let's get one thing bloody clear. During any national emergency, fuel becomes currency. It doesn't matter how many tins of Scotch broth you've hoarded, if you can't light a bloody fire or drive 2 miles out of your riot-riddled suburb, you're truly buggered. And yet, every year, I watch half the country pour unlidded into milk bottles and 5-litre water bottles like it's bloody orange juice. Newsflash, plastic melts, petrol fumes and fire kills, and most of you couldn't siphon sodding milk out of a McDonald's shake, let alone a hatchback. So today's hint is Doogie's essential fuel rules. Ignore at your peril. Diesel stores longer than petrol, unless you're in a rush to blow up your garage. Propane is the posh cousin. Good for cooking, heating, and blowing your eyebrows off. Multi-fuel stoves are your best mates, especially the ones that'll burn twigs, coal, and the tears of the unprepared. Generators, yes. Solar generators, maybe. Bicycle-powered generators, you're a sodding hipster. Also, label your jerry cans, you melon. If you ever confuse petrol with vinegar, it's not just your car that'll suffer. Today, we are waiting for our guest to drop a call. Yep, ditch the shed visit idea, thank Christ. To bloody dangerous. They're mad, I tell you, mad. So sorry, pardon me. Here we bloody go again. So it's what we have all been waiting for our interview slot. My guest interview today is Robby FlintFoot Hargreaves, 41, calling from Southampton. On the line, I've got Robby, better known on TikTok as FlintFoot73, the man who powers his entire allotment using only steam and spite. Robby, what the bloody hell have you built? Describe to us this vision of beauty.
Morning, Dougie. Yeah, so I've got a wood gasifier rigged up to an old moped, a washing machine dynamo, and a potato battery bank.
You lost me at bloody moped. Are you telling me you've got a functional energy system powered by logs and spuds?
Sort of. It hums, sometimes farts, once caught fire, but we're learning.
Telephone line's a little quiet. Can you get closer to the handset? Now, does it power your home?
I'm standing right next to it, Dougie. It must be the energy drop from the hamster wheel, and to answer your question, yes it did, until the hamster died.
So, let me get this straight. You ran your electricity off a bloody hamster wheel.
He died doing what he loved, generating 0.3 volts while eating a mini flapjack.
I swear I'm going to be locked up one day for interviewing you lot. It's been great talking to you. Bye. Well, thank you, Robby. I'm just glad I didn't accept the reverse charges on that call. Bloody waste of money. Anyways, let's move on, shall we? My mini tip for today is DIY rocket stoves and the men who burn themselves. Ah yes, the rocket stove. A marvel of do-it-yourself combustion and male overconfidence. I saw a bloke on Facebook Marketplace selling one made from an old filing cabinet, a vape coil, and a Pringles tube. Called it the Flame Daddy 5000. It exploded on contact with oxygen. Top tip, YouTube tutorials are not blueprints, and fire retardant gloves don't stop stupidity. A quick word from our sponsor before we dip our heads in the email bag of shame.
When the unexpected happens, will you be ready? At the Bug Out Shop, we've got everything you need to prepare for emergencies, adventures, and the unknown. From survival gear and water purification to bug out bags and tools. Trusted kit for real preparedness. Don't wait for the crisis to come to you. Get to thebugout.co.uk today and get prepared. Your survival starts here, and you can use promo code PPFM01 for a 10% discount on your next purchase.
You've got an email, ding ding! You've got an email, ding ding! I said, you've got an email, ding ding!
Still not changed it yet, Davey, me lad? Well, you spent 3 years studying media skills, and this is all you can come up with? Or did you miss that sodding lesson? I'd ask for a bloody refund. Anyway, next week, please, yeah? Good lad. So, it's now time for that bag of madness, our listener emails. Fumes, fails, and fire starters. Right, before we dive face first into the email bag of singed eyebrows, I want to flag a leaflet that landed on my desk. Proper UK urban prepping, and only £2. That's less than a pint or a cap of decent whiskey, and for what's in it, it's a steal. It's not bunkers and bravado, it's the boring, useful stuff that actually keeps you alive when the lights go out. And you know me, if it was garbage, I'd set fire to it live on air. Highlights? First up, mindset. Not the Hollywood apocalypse, just the probable local short-term hits, power cuts, floods, strikes, job loss. Get your head right and you stop doing stupid things with petrol and balloons. Second, the go bag. Nothing tactical cosplay. A plain 30 to 45 litre bag, head torch, small radio, first aid, water filter, cash, documents, the lot. If the fire crew bang your door and give you 15 minutes, that bag is your life in one hand. Third, water. Aim 2 liters per person per day for 14 days to start. Stash bottles under the bed. Keep purification tabs. Learn to boil and filter. You won't care about your generator if you're thirsty and thick-tongued. Fourth, keep him warm when the boiler dies. Layer up. Make a warm, safe zone room. Use hot water bottles. And for the love of your lungs, CO alarm if you're burning anything. No BBQs indoors, no Pinterest pot heaters. You wake up dead, that's on you. Fifth, home security the British way. Deterrence, delay, defense, lights, locks, noise, no Rambo nonsense. Just make your place too much hassle and stay on the right side of the law. So here's the Dougie filter. If you're new and skint, spend £2 on this leaflet before you buy a shiny stove you'll burn your shed down with. Build the go bag this week. Fill the water and stick a CO alarm in the room your generator fumes even sniff at. Then you can play with your rocket stoves and hamster dynamos. So credit where it's due. UK Urban Prepper on YouTube. He has kept it plain, legal, and UK real. No doom porn, just checklists that actually work in a flat in Manchester or a terrace in London. We'll pin the link in the description. Sling 'em your 2 quid and sort your basics. You can thank me when your house doesn't smell like petrol and ash. So let's get on with it, shall we? I've tried to not do this, but it's in the running sheet and I can't bloody avoid it. So anyway, here we go. Email 1 from Andy39, down there in Essex, he says, I've buried 200 litres of petrol in the garden in a converted paddling pool. Safe? No. Not bloody safe, you fool. And not sodden clever. That's a crime in the country. Have you told your wife and kids? Bloody hell, who's next then? Next we have email 2. This is from Carla, 26, from Swansea. She asks, my boyfriend insists we only use candles for light. Last week his eyebrows vanished. How do I upgrade him to solar? Tell him hot wax is for hair removal, not ambience. Buy him a head torch and burn cream, now we have. Email 3 from Nigel, 64, from Derby. I've converted a dog treadmill into a dynamo. My Labrador hates me. Is this ethical? Only if the dog gets union pay and meal breaks. And don't mention it again as the RSPCA will be after you. Who is this next mad email from? Oh, here we are. Email 4 from Clara, 33. Over the water in Belfast, she asks. Oh Christ, here we go. She asks, can I run a microwave off a bike-powered inverter? Only if you got the thighs of Thor and an appetite for disappointment. And finally, our last email of the day, and this is from Dean. 45, from Birmingham. Yow, all right, mate. He says, I siphoned diesel from a JCB. Then I vomited. Is that normal? Normal? Mate, you're halfway to being Mad Max. Just maybe don't swallow next time. Am I ever going to get sensible bloody questions from you lot? Well, that's the end of our email segment. So I hoped you learnt what not to do before you do it. Right, what's next? Oh yeah, it's a little tangent. Fuel storage myths and legends. Let me share a local tale. Bloke down my road once tried to store petrol in balloons. Yep, really, he tied them up with string, called it flexible fuel transport. One summer day, heat wave kicks in. Yeah, heat wave in Scotland. More chance of seeing Nessie than having heat waves in sodding Scotland anyway. It went boom. Backyard turns into an oil-slicked Hindenburg. Took 3 firemen, 2 buckets of sand, and a very disappointed wife to sort that sodding mess, I can tell you. Moral of the story, fuel is flammable, and balloons are for clowns. So what have we learned? Fire good, boom bad, fuel needs safe storage, generators are your friend, unless they scream louder than your missus during sex. And if your backup plan involves hamster wheels or hand crank blenders, you're not a prepper. You're a sadistic pet shop owner. So, now we're coming to the end of another delightful, fulfilling show. I really look forward to next week's Bag of Sins. On next week's live show, we're focusing upon home defense. From tripwires to shovels. Give me your best security hacks or worst self-defense fails on 07555111000 or PrepperFM at radiomail.uk. If it involves a garden gnome, I'm doubly interested. This is Dougie MacPrep reminding you, stock wisely, burn cleanly, and for God's sake, stop putting petrol in plastic pop bottles. So until next time, keep it tight, keep it light, slangvar.
Well, ladies and gents, that's all the nonsense we can squeeze into one episode. You've been listening to PrepperPrepper FM. Equal parts comedy, tragedy, and something in between. If you've got nothing better to do next week, and let's be honest, you probably haven't, then tune in again for more sarcasm and silliness. Until then, take care, stay strange, and thanks for pretending this was worth your time.
Well, that's your weekly fix of fire hazards and questionable engineering. If you enjoyed this and you're not currently on fire, give it a like, share it with your mates and subscribe so you don't miss the next disaster. If you didn't enjoy it, no problem. Go watch a bloke make a wind turbine out of egg boxes on YouTube. And if you find you have spare time from auditing your fire extinguishers, why not drop over to Armageddon's runway and check Dougie and friends and yes, The miserable sod dose have some, and on there you'll find more exciting shows from the PPFM camp. It could be worth a look anyway. On next week's PrepperLife, Dougie's on about home defence, moats in Milton Keynes and shouting at burglars. Till then, keep your fuel in proper cans, keep your generators outside and never ever trust a balloon full of petrol. Think about this one. What's the dodgiest thing you've ever tried to power? A dodgy, leaky generator, perhaps? Comments below. See you laters.